As his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Austin. Oh, the 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take them.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Tannehill on 1st down. Incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Shreds the tackle, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out come the Dolphins now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run here with Balaj. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he hits Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And by the way, I need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge tournament is still open in mock drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
High throw, but the catch is made. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw is Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver. And Matt LaFleur, he's going to work with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
That leaves us with 2 remaining spots, Cincinnati and Miami, still searching. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Collins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change it.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. They shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now Prescott forced out to his left. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake, and that'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill buying time to his left. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. to the air again. Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
This is Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold up for the run. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. A beautiful fake. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'll run with Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Now Balaj. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right? And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do?
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Charles Harris in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Back to throw, Tannehill being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up, and this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders.